Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Final Show Films. I'm Sen, your executive producer here. I want to thank you all for tuning in. I want to thank our $25 tier supporters over on our Patreon page at patreon.com/fsfilms. Those being Samantha Bates, Trevian Alexander, Cat Waterflame, and Elle, without whom we won't be able to do nearly as much of the stuff that we do now. So thank you very much for your support over the years. And also, thank you to those of you that are watching live. And if you are watching live, please sit back, relax, and enjoy. And we're live.
Woo! Yay! We're all alive. Hi, I'm Mara. I'm your storyteller for the evening, and joining me today are these lovely people, including Sen.
I'm Sen, and I'm playing Gwinaria, the snowskin elemental winter court, not yet, but soon, person.
You'll get there. I believe in you. And Jeremy.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I am playing Effie Mixfire, elemental playmate, and go see Cocaine Bear, February 24th, 2023. Seriously, just look at the trailer. You'll want to see it.
Thank you for that advertisement.
We're not sponsored by Cocaine Bear.
Hi, I'm William, and I am playing Mercutio, the fairest mirror skin. That is the combination of things.
Unfortunately, this is what happens when we skip a week. It just sort of all goes out the window.
I missed the entire back half of the last time that I was here.
Yeah, that's so it's like double. Or no, wait, triple. Hang on, thirds. Maybe halves. I know math.
1.5 times.
There we go. Holly.
Hi, I'm Holly. I'm playing Miranda. She is a Darkling Chatelaine.
There we go.
She said it.
Oh, I got right. Yeah.
Good job. And last but not least, Jack.
A little lightheaded that time. Woo. Head rush.
Maybe you should not do that.
That is your own fault.
When you're dealing with certain issues.
Look, the status of my health is a matter of public record. I am Jack. I am playing Breckenthorn. He is a beast hunter heart, who is probably healthier than I am right now. So good for him.
I was about to say, when it's public record that you are ill, maybe don't whiplash your head like that.
Or
Look, you don't know my life.
You just said it was public
I
record.
know enough to know that I know enough to know that you are currently ill.
Is it public record or not?
Look, I had a very, very good pandemic high score. I had 993 days.
I mean, to be fair, my COVID high score is still climbing because I have not had it yet.
Hey, proud of you.
Same.
Proud of you.
Really? You avoided
What?
it?
Yes, I have managed to
Everyone
avoid
in
it the
that house
entire
had
time.
it except you.
I wasn't
wasn't
living
living here
in this
yet.
house when they all caught it.
He hadn't been in contact with us. Well, actually, you had, but you didn't catch it.
Yeah, no, I went to the Christmas get together where everyone else caught it and I did not.
Wear a mask, folks. Black Lives Matter. Trans rights are human rights. And this game is a horror game. There may be some creepy stuff here that disturbs you. If so, please go lie down and don't try and get up again really fast like Jack did, because you'll get lightheaded and maybe pass out, and we don't want that for you at all.
I haven't passed out since I was 9.
This is a horror game. Go lie down and don't go and get up again.
Yes.
That sounds more horror than coping.
You're welcome. I like to phrase all of my warnings as just minor threats. Last time on this game, which is not the game that I was about to say, that's a different one. This one is on ice. We're playing Changing the Lost, second edition. Last time we were here, which was too long ago, we had we rescued Horf, who is not glue. Not glue yet. No, there is still the opportunity for that. There's always the opportunity for that. They met a little lady who lives in a shoe. And we did some montaging. Effie got got her drag look together and made a stellar performance, somewhat dimmed by some sort of bright star in the back, which is very annoying.
The fucker gonna get cut.
Yeah, Gwynaria found a soup kitchen and helped out. Also sort of draining some, glamour off of people. It's very chill. Miranda found her apartment again, and also apparently her roommate, who was very concerned that she was missing. Sort of going teary-eyed, a lot of oh my gods, and sort of hand-wringing. She went off to get alcohol, apparently, and Miranda, in a panic, called her friends, who are here now, which Karen sees as she opens the door to the dorm and notices that her roommate is no longer alone. I mean, at least she's here, because she was worried about that, given the fact that Miranda vanished for like several months previously without a word.
A month and a half.
Time. How weird is it? But she didn't expect this. Whoa. Whoa, okay.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Okay. Are
These are my friends.
Oh, cool. Okay, perfect. Whoa, I didn't more. Okay, I got enough for all of us.
Empathy check.
Yeah, go for it.
What was that?
Empathy check.
Oh,
Wits and empathy.
I guess I
Yep.
should do that too.
If you want to.
I should. I'm also there to support and try to assist in manipulating this person into leaving Miranda alone.
That's one.
Wits. Empathy. Roll. I'm gonna. Can I spend a willpower on this?
Yes.
Cool. Oh wait, no. I was
Go for it.
I was
Spend
counting
all
down.
that
I was
willpower.
counting down. Right. 3 successes.
Nice. Okay, Gwynaria, she was about to say, I didn't know Miranda had friends.
Fair.
Effie, she's really surprised to see you all there.
All right. Fair enough.
I mean, this is quite, yeah. Whoa. Well, it is a little crowded in the tiny dorm room now. But she is kind of like unraveling a scarf and a jacket situation, and is putting a plastic bag with something in it on kind of like she's kind of shoving past a little bit and putting a plastic bag with looks like some kind of like drinks container. She pulls it down, and it is a thing of Mike's Hard Lemonade, the pink lemonade variety specifically.
Great.
Yeah. Okay. So I figured we should, and you are all more than welcome, of course, to like hang out, and yeah, we'll just catch up,
Sounds like fun.
Dearna has like moment and goes and is searching around in a bag in like a pile of stuff off to the side. Her room is kind of messy, her side of the room.
I'm going to look at Miranda and just signal like a
Miranda's like terrified right now.
Seeing these two not quite know.
All right.
Okay.
No, that wasn't a doesn't know what to do. That was a this is your situation. What do you want to do?
Gotcha.
And then look at Gwynaria, just sort of nod.
There
it is.
I'm just going to. Oh. Now I don't know if what I was going to do is going to work. Is the smart thing to do or not? Oh well, no more second guessing.
Yes. Accurate response.
Sorry to intrude, and so holds a hand out to her, Guinaria.
Oh, she has emerged victorious from a pile of rubble with a with a bottle opener. Yeah. Hey, Karen. That's a cool name.
Thank you. And this is gesturing towards Effie.
Hi, I'm Effie.
Hey, okay. Yeah. Where'd you all meet?
Sorry, last we had said where we had determined where Miranda had disappeared to previously.
Detroit.
Yes.
You are her friends from Detroit.
Yeah.
Yes. We're actually her friends from Detroit. She'd come out that way to visit for a bit, and we gave her a ride back, and we're staying in the area for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, cool. I love Eminem.
Yes. Guinaria says with that
Effie actually does that, by the way.
With that tone of you have accurately identified the city that we're talking about.
Yes, we all do. All of us in Detroit.
Literally everyone in Detroit.
Literally everyone.
Everyone in Detroit.
There's a rotating schedule of who he has Sunday dinner with. It's a whole thing.
Eminem and the Ford Motor Company. Those are the things we love in Detroit.
She's handing out
something Tigers, other sports teams.
Oh,
just hear Miranda like under her breath a little bit. I'm not really that into. Okay.
No, Miranda likes the Supremes.
She begins drinking.
So tell us all about you.
Question: Are these the Mike's Hearts that actually do require like a bottle opener, or are they twist offs?
Yes, they're twist offs, but she's got a bottle opener.
Yeah, I'll just take it.
She's always prepared.
While she's bottle opening, I'm just gonna take one and twist the cap.
Twist it off. Flick it into the lid into the garbage can.
Like in unison.
It's slightly overflowing, but it doesn't really matter.
100%. So tell us all about you.
Me? Well, Karen, Miranda's roommate, we've for a few months, and then she disappeared on me.
Yeah, sorry.
She has a habit of not telling anybody her plans and just sort of packing up and leaving. It happens.
It's so endearing. But anyways, where are you from?
Oh, me? I'm from here.
Awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
What's it like? We're new to the area. Is there anything being from here? Do you know any like nice places, cool places to hang out or fun places to go? Like a weekend?
Well, I was here, but like years ago. Yeah. And only for a little while.
Whoa. Okay.
My first time out this way.
Yeah. No. I'm up by Peterson's Fish Market. It's really, I mean, it's not as cool as Detroit. That's why it's.
Listen,
you can
sweetie.
see her realizing that she doesn't know that much about Miranda and is not.
She knows anything about Miranda.
Listen, everybody thinks where they come from is not that interesting, but I promise you it is. So I want to know I am basically trying to completely turn the conversation around to get her. I'm trying to get her to talk about probably her favorite subject herself.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
To take the attention off of Miranda.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
We're doing that. So tell me all about your volunteer work and your vacation, your summer vacation in Europe.
Yep.
Excellent. I'm gonna need a manipulation and socialize.
Since we're doing this together.
or persuasion. Either one of those.
I will use persuasion
Go
because
for it.
3 successes makes it an exceptional success for me.
Okay, yeah.
We're doing this together, so should we both roll or do we do a combined roll? I don't remember how that works.
If you both want to do it, you're kind of doing it. You have the same goal in this, so I'll say whichever one of you wants to make the supporting role, and whoever wants to make the main role. Out of that, you don't have to make a supporting role if you want. You can just have one person just do the role.
Okay.
Too. That's another option.
And what attribute did you say?
That's going to be manipulation
Right.
and either expression or
Yep.
either persuasion or socialize.
So that's if it's social, either way, that's 4 dice for me.
I'm spending a willpower on this because
Okay. Do you want Sin to assist you with it?
yes.
Okay. Yeah. So Gwenari is going to roll first.
All right. So manipulation.
Yeah, we'll see if you get any extra.
Persuasion. Hang on. I also am an elemental, but I don't remember if that's an elemental thing
That's
or
I think it's a
playmate thing.
playmate.
That's a playmate thing, I think.
Okay. There is something about social roles with elementals, but I don't remember what it is.
I'm gonna guess that's something to do with like.
I never. You'd think by this point I'd remember to open my my book.
Nah. There's seemings. Let's see.
The only blessing I wrote down was if you're
well, because
touching or surrounded by your element.
Yeah.
And the bane is
the bane is about
damage.
clarity damage.
Yeah,
when,
when you get
Yeah.
Effie or
Yeah, which you're not in
Force.
danger of right now because she's really pretty easy to.
Yeah, and then I think my snow skin is similar to playmate, but when I'm insulting or shutting down, so that doesn't do anything here. Okay.
That does not apply here.
All right. Well, in that case, I'll spend willpower.
Go for it.
Manipulation, persuasion. Oh, hang on. I do have. Thought I had. Apparently I didn't. Never mind. I thought I had the fighting style that is conversation, but apparently I don't. Oh, I think I might have swapped. I think I swapped it out for Elemental Warrior. That was probably it.
That's okay.
Anyways. Oh no! It's etiquette. Etiquette is well, I don't think it matters right now.
This isn't an
3
etiquette thing.
success. No. It's etiquette as a
There you
merit.
Yeah.
3
So you
successes.
get 3 extra dice on this.
Good. I'm still spending willpower.
Okay.
Because ironically, I don't have persuasion.
Oh no. It
but
can
so
also
that
be
will give
socialized
me-
if you have dots in that, by the way.
Yes, but persuasion is the one that I need for
the
Gotcha,
exceptional
okay.
success. Yeah.
I get you. That's right.
so that will give me a total of 3 plus the 3 for the willpower is 6.
Yep.
For God's sakes, I better get 3.
Oh.
Fucking unbelievable. Yeah, it's fine. It's good enough.
Okay.
All we need. So the goal here is Effie's goal is twofold here.
Mhm.
Her talk about herself. Get Karen to talk about herself, and Effie is going when that wears out. It's going to be all about Effie talking about themselves.
Okay. Excellent.
So to run out the clock of the acceptable amount of time that needs to be here, that we need to be here before we can go without Miranda having to say anything about themselves.
Okay. So yeah, you definitely get her talked about herself. Oh my God, no, it's like so boring here. You don't listen. And she'll like kind of go into all of the reasons why it sucks to live here. And dominates the conversation. The problem is that she just keeps talking, and you can't manage to like steer it away from like, okay, we're gonna go now until all of the alcohol is gone. So the question is, how much is everyone drinking?
Oh, I started
all
drinking.
of it
She's
if
gonna-
necessary.
Okay.
We're
To be clear, you handed out Mike's Hard. This is not exactly powerful alcohol.
Yes, but
No.
she hasn't had any food recently, so it's gonna hit her real hard.
But
that's fine.
trust me, you can get fucking hammered
Yeah.
on Mike's Hard.
I'm just saying,
Uh-huh.
I
And
can't
it's
drink.
the worst
is-
hammered.
This is how I got drunk for the first time.
I'm
Oh, I'm
just
so
saying that I
sorry.
can't drink most alcohols because I hate the taste of alcohol because it just tastes like medicine to me.
Yep.
And I can drink Mike's Hard just fine. That's how
Yeah.
weak it is.
Oh, for sure.
No.
It's also like schnapps that way in that you don't realize how drunk you're getting until it all hits right at once and you are just fucking 12 sheets.
Miranda takes like a few of the tiniest sips ever of this and kind of just tries to fade into the background like she does best.
Yeah, excellent. That's gonna be you don't really have any place to actually physically hide, so I'm gonna call this a presence roll, because you're like trying to socially presence and subterfuge. You're trying to like blend into the background of this conversation here, which is pretty easy to do. Like, as long as you get a success, you're gonna be good.
Oh, this is gonna be very bad.
We'll see. Okay, do you want to make that an exceptional failure or not?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Hold on a second. That dice pool is 0 because you don't have subterfuge.
Yeah.
So you would have to
Oh,
roll
yeah.
a chance die for that.
That's
one.
right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do I roll a chance die? Just
On the dice roller up in the top right, you're gonna switch it from normal to chance.
And then just hit the button.
okay.
Cool.
And then just hit the button. Same.
Question. Still good?
Yes, still good.
Okay. So you try, and she's talking, and she's getting pretty. She's gonna have at least 2 of these, and so one of you 2 elementals is gonna probably get a third because there's 6 of them. And yeah, it's she's getting pretty drunk.
That's fine.
But the problem is that as she's kind of doing this, she just keeps going, and you can't really escape out of the conversation. And she has apparently decided that Miranda is her best friend and is going to try and just sort of like sling an arm around and nudge the bottle by the time she's finished the second one, and like, you're not drinking.
I don't alcohol.
Oh.
I am going to change my tactic.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll shoot both of you a help me look.
To fairly aggressive, verbally aggressive.
Okay.
Not physically aggressive, flirtation.
Okay. I'm gonna have this be a different roll because you're doing a different thing.
There is a whole set of rolls for this in the Chronicles of Darkness second
with
edition.
Karen, with Karen.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure
because one of 2 things is going to happen here. Either she's going to be in it, and that will take the attention of Miranda, or she will become uncomfortable. And we will be able to fucking leave.
Excellent. Manipulation or manipulation.
I feel like that's a socialized role, really. Flirting is a socialized role.
And socialize.
Okay, I am better at this because I actually have dots in socialize.
Yep.
I will still spend willpower on it though, because who needs willpower?
Not you, that's who.
There you go.
There we go.
Exceptional success. Beautiful. All right.
I don't know if actually, all right. So this is how the ability reads, and it's up to you.
Okay.
It is 3 successes equals an exceptional success on persuasion to make someone like them or friends. And I don't know what that means. I'm going to have to look that up. I may have shorthanded it. And
I feel like it qualifies.
Is that your playmate?
That's my playmate ability, yes.
Siren Song. Spend a point of glamour. No, that's... Oh, wait, that's Night Singer. Why did the bookmark to me to Night Singer? Oh.
When the playmate uses persuasion to make someone like her or her friends, achieving 3
go.
successes counts as an exceptional success.
Yeah, there it is.
That might be specifically referencing the persuasion skill, though, rather than socialize.
Yeah. It's up to you. It's close to an exceptional success either way.
It is a capital P, so it is referencing persuasion specifically.
Yeah. Okay. Still pretty
You
good.
can't say this is close enough to being a persuasion roll that it still applies, but
yeah. So you switch tacks.
Yeah.
And she like giggles and isn't sure whether she's not sure about this. That's fine. Intriguing.
That's fine.
She's just now entering her experimental phase in college.
Yes, absolutely.
Congrats, you kickstarted something.
Awesome. Victory. Even
I'll
if
have
we
to
don't
write
get
a
out
backstory now.
Yeah.
The name of this motley will be the Sexual Awakenings.
So yes.
And
I'm very sorry, Miranda, but Karen is 100% getting invited to the show.
We'll talk later.
Yes.
Excellent. But you are able to extricate yourselves.
Well, all right. It's been lovely, but I can see that
It's been so great.
That Effie's the alcohol's hitting Effie a little bit hard. Give her a hug.
You're gonna gives Gunaria a hug, gives Miranda sort of a side hug, and then does finger guns at Effie.
The bisexual finger guns.
Yes, it is the clear bisexual situation. Perfect.
That's it. We see the wild bisexual.
We see you, we recognize you, and we appreciate you.
Yeah. And you are able to extricate yourselves.
As we're leaving, Miranda wants to take some of her stuff with her.
Okay.
Like some of her clothes and stuff.
I'm not even gonna make you roll for that. Yeah, that she is drunk and distracted.
She'll throw something. She'll throw like basically some clothes, a few books, and some of her stuffed animals into a box, and then take that with her.
I think once Effie distracted Karen enough that Karen was no longer hanging off of Miranda, Gunaria would have indicated for Miranda to go ahead and get whatever you need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for leaving.
Yeah, you are able to grab like an overnight bag worth of stuff. Yeah. All right, and make your exit. Is there anything else Miranda would be doing? Or actually, you all get out of the dorm room, start heading out. Any conversations that need to happen before we continue with montage time?
Pick up the box of stolen craft supplies.
Yeah.
We step out of the dorm room and Miranda says, "Well, I'm never going back there again."
No, you have
I'm just leaning on Gunaria.
I don't have to do anything.
I am legitimately probably drunk.
It's just box in one arm, Effie in the other. You have to come back at least once a week now, otherwise she'll think you've been abducted again and call the police.
No, we can cover that. It's fine. Look, you're still hold on. Okay. You're still technically enrolled. You go here still, right?
I think so.
You did definitely grab some notebooks.
Yeah, I'm probably failing like everything right now.
That's college.
Wait, were you failing enough? Being gone for a month means you're failing everything.
Well, a month and a half of college, I'm probably not doing as well as I was.
Nah, fine.
I went to a trade school. So.
All you need to do is go to the dermatologic, those people, and put in for a move because reasons, and we just have to figure out what those reasons are.
You've got your own place in town.
Without
Yes. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
That's a good one. Good plan.
Just don't give them the address of the graveyard.
Right.
No, it's fine. As soon as I actually
That's
get
probably
some
not
money-
normal.
Well, as soon as I actually get some money, I'm gonna try to like get an apartment that we can use as a place that we live at.
I
I
have
will actually
a-
live at.
I have a little. She'll pull her wallet out of the box. It's not much.
No, we'll it's fine. We'll
Okay.
handle it.
All right, let's get out of here now.
Yes, please.
You exit the building. Anything else Miranda wants to do in this?
Nope.
Okay.
Want to go away now.
Okay.
Leave
Horf
this
requires nothing of you. He's delightful. There's no conversation. He hangs around a bunch. It's great.
I like Horf.
We know. Mercutio, what are you doing?
Mercutio has been investigating.
Actually, hang on. I want to go to Bracken first. I'm gonna get to you. Bracken,
Okay,
what
then.
are you doing?
Bracken has been spending most of his time in the Hollow getting that set up.
Yep.
He's expanded the size and the last thing he does is set it up. Did you have a preference between size matters or escape route for his second dot in there?
Nope, whichever one you'd prefer.
Okay.
It's your home.
Okay. He's going to, since nobody else has really expressed a ton of interest in it, he's going to go escape route then. So it has two entrances. So he's basically got a studio apartment in the hedge, and one door goes out into the mausoleum in the graveyard. The other door goes out into his grad office in Noblet.
Okay, I need you to make me a D10 roll, please.
Okay, sounds
high or
good.
low?
We're gonna say low.
Okay.
It's a 5.
That's right in the middle.
All right.
No, but that's technically low because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then on the high side you've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, that is technically on the low end of the part.
Right.
Yep. right there in the middle. So this takes you a little time to do hedgescaping.
Right.
You're doing stuff in the meantime with the laptop, right?
Yes. When he's got time, he's going to, I'm assuming, given my knowledge of Bracken, especially as he was beforehand, he obviously probably doesn't remember any of his passwords, but I assume he's probably got a thumbprint login. So that, and he definitely is one of those guys who just saves all of his passwords into his browser.
Excellent.
So
right.
I don't know if he's going to need to make like any sort of in-depth computers rolls, which is where he's definitely going to lose it if he does. But yeah, whatever.
Let's have you make a computer roll just to see in case anything
that
explodes.
Is a chance die.
Excellent.
0 successes. Was so close. I got
so
a 9.
Close. I'm assuming. Do you want to be a dramatic failure or not?
No, not on this one.
All right. Yep. You get your computer open. It's your name is Zachary Sterling. Congratulations.
Cool.
You've got Facebook saved as your homepage.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Well, if he's got Facebook saved as his homepage, honestly, he's going to be scrolling back through all of his old social media trying to figure out anything he possibly can.
There
The worst
is
kind of internet user.
Apparently.
There is a so you find out that you're in a couple of different like groups. Seems like specific to to your degree. Some of them don't look like they're in use anymore. They're like older ones.
Kind of defunct, yeah.
Yeah. You are currently in a hiking group that includes the girl. Her name is Adrian Moon.
Okay.
And that's also bookmarked on the browser that you're using.
Her profile page?
Her profile, yes.
It's a little sketchy. Okay.
Yeah. There's also a couple other people who are bookmarked on that, including an Amber Smith. You've got a Matthias. Matthias O doesn't have the full last name.
Okay. Yes, one of those last initial internet guys.
Yes. And
second worst type of internet person.
And that's it on here.
Okay. He'll scroll through Adrian's page and see if anything pops a memory, and if it doesn't, then he'll go down to the other two and see if anything pings on any of those.
She's got a recent picture up on there the day you check.
Okay.
It's of her and the hiking group. Frank's next to her. So two people kind of in the back. They're smiling, looking kind of happy. It's really snowy. It looks like it was taken like maybe the day you all like that snowstorm kind of in there. It's outside somewhere. You don't know exactly where from the picture. It's kind of zoomed in close on their faces.
Right. Standard couple selfie kind of thing.
Not couple selfie. It's like a group picture.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Am I in that one?
No.
Okay.
And she's like, the caption is would say bad weather, lol, better luck next time, I guess. And she's actually tagged you in the comments on it.
Okay.
How far are you, like, are you kind of going in to everything here, or are you kind of just doing a surface?
He's trying to go into everything,
okay.
Especially if there's any clue for why she seemed so pissed last time she saw him.
Got it. Okay. The messages has recent messages that you didn't send from after you disappeared.
Like a chat between the two of us? Oh, fuck. Okay, what's that say?
Sorry. I have to, something's come up with my grandfather, and I've got to bail. God, why? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Hope he feels better. And then one back from her, that has been replied to, that says what that is from. This would be on Monday.
Okay.
WTH. You what happened?
And what was my response to that?
Your response was he passed away. I had to get back to my office to get some things before the funeral. he was the one who inspired me to get into all of this. This is a long chunk of message.
Right. Like big text block. Yeah.
And then about 10 minutes later, it says in all caps, "Whoa, okay, so like someone broke into my office."
Okay.
"You should call the police." Yeah. And that's the last one. That's from, by the time the timeline like catches up, that one is from Tuesday morning.
Okay.
Do you, with this information, when you establish the connection to Noblette at your office, do you change anything after that? The time you go through is on like probably Friday was the last regular day we had. Maybe late Friday, early Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wait.
Do you go back to it?
Question.
Yes.
This is for me listening because I'm
yeah.
misunderstanding something.
Sorry, timelines. Yes.
The office, my office was broken into. Was that from her to him or from him to her?
From him to her.
And it was Tuesday. Was that a day that the day we broke into his office?
No, that was after.
Okay. That was a few days later.
Yeah.
So someone on his Facebook messaged her that his office had been broken into.
Yes, correct.
So before we did it.
No, after.
No, after
we did it.
Yep.
Someone's
found out.
Is on his Facebook talking to her.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure that I got that understood because that
Mm-hmm.
almost passed me by until I was thinking about it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a you probably want to change that Facebook password.
Or you have a fetch.
I mean that too.
I mean that's what it is. Pretty clearly.
Yes. I was gonna say, can Bracken make some sort of like occult roll to figure out?
Oh yeah.
To see if he knows anything about fetches.
Yeah, let's have you make an occult roll just to see what you know about their capabilities and stuff too.
Okay.
Intelligence occult.
2 successes.
Yeah. When they take people, sometimes they leave things behind to take their place. They are not human, but they act like it. You've seen some of them as they go out.
Mm-hmm.
They don't move, right? But
excellent.
You're not sure how visible that is to normal people.
Right. Okay. Well, that's
Oh, importantly, you also don't know the names of these other people that are bookmarked on
right.
Facebook.
I have no idea who these people are. They're right. None of them are ringing a bell. Yeah.
Nope.
And are they both members of the hiking crew as well? Does it look like, or are they just randos, as far as I can tell?
They are. One of them is members of the hiking crew. Matthias.
Matthias is okay.
Yeah.
All right. Matthias. Yeah. Just because he's trying to focus a little bit, he'll scroll a bit through both of their pages to see if there's any interaction or photos or anything linking himself and Amber or himself and Matthias.
There's a few. They you don't like, it's like all group photos and it looks like the auto tagged ones. You don't see, and you don't see any conversation between you and this Matthias person.
Okay. All right. He'll sort of just close the lid in whatever probably random coffee shop he's in at the time. Stick it in his pack. Take a deep breath. Stand up.
I'm gonna have you make a roll.
Like,
I feel like this requires a clarity roll.
Okay.
This feels like a clarity roll requirement.
Yeah,
you found the existence of your fetch.
Right?
And
That
you
would do it.
linked the hollow to his office.
Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I did. That's definitely gonna be a thing.
Affects a close friend or family member.
Sounds like we need to murder someone today.
+2. That's gonna be. Yeah, so you are doing a clarity attack. It's going to be a +2 because this affects a close friend or family member.
Yep.
I mean, technically a couple, possibly. But I'm just going to do 2. And you roll weird.
All right. So roll my weird +2.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, wait, that's for damage. Hang on. I always forget how this works. Every single time. It's wits and composure.
Wits and composure. All right.
Yes.
No, it's the number of dice based on the breaking point.
Oh, is it? Sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry. I remember how this works every time. Let's see here. Where is fetch? Where is finding
killing
out
your own
fetch
is 4 dice. I'm assuming it's not quite that bad.
That's not that bad.
It might be a 2 dice breaking point plus the +2 for being closely related.
I'm gonna go with 3 because it's being told it's weird to to see messages that you didn't write. That I think that falls under the told your experiences are unreal by someone you trust. Like this girl is responding back.
Okay, so we're looking at a 5 total 5 dice pool.
Yep.
That is 1 success.
Okay. Would you like to make that dramatic?
I already have 2 points of clarity damage.
Okay.
I need to save that.
Okay, that's fair.
So
now
I'm just
it's
rolling
a weird roll.
I just roll my weird.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's just going to be mild clarity damage.
Okay. All right. So 1 point of mild.
Yep. How you doing? Are you into the
I still have 3 empty ones.
Okay.
I still have 3 empty ones.
Yeah. So it's rattling, but you're still
Yep.
still holding it together in this coffee shop.
Yep.
Where are you going? What you doing?
I don't know how people's clarities are so small. Don't have enough composure. A lot of you.
I've got 3 composure.
Have you met any of these characters? Clearly, that's the case.
Yep.
3 composure is plenty. Thank you very much.
He is going to stand up. It's still like cold, snowy, that sort of thing, right?
Yep.
He's going to stand up. He's going to throw on his flannel shirt. He's going to take off all of his warm winter gear, shove it in the backpack, zip it up tight. And he is going to go out and pretend to be homeless on a street corner and try and look sorry and get some glamour off of people.
Okay.
If he can't get their sympathy, he's definitely going to keep badgering them until he gets their annoyance.
Okay. Excellent. That's going to be
someone that looks like you walks up and you start badgering.
Manipulation and expression.
Oh boy, he's going to be terrible at this.
How
he's
good are your puppy dog eyes?
He's going to spend a willpower, which
I think you might be overestimating the amount of sympathy that people have.
Right? Yeah, no, he's starting. This is his first attempt at getting glamour.
Congrats, you're not trying to murder someone.
Yet. We're going to have to see how badly this goes. 2 successes.
You get 2.
Which also loses my deprived condition, which means I get a beat.
Congrats.
All
right.
Oh. We helped Miranda out of her issue. I get a beat.
Yes, you do.
Yep. Yeah. And I feel like that's probably, honestly, I would love to have this be the immediate aftermath before he joins the, before he goes to the drag show.
So now we're going to pivot. Mercutio. Montage.
Mercutio's definitely got
Time
two
for
things
my
on their mind at
time.
basically all times, which is reconnecting with the local theater scene, especially as a source of glamour, because theater people are very emotional at all times.
This is fair.
What makes you say that?
And
Who
second,
have you been talking to?
finding Amber.
Excellent. Okay. So there is a theater on campus, the Rosa Center for Performing Arts. They don't have anything going on right now because it's like it's right after Thanksgiving and it's before like the Christmas season of shows. So they're going to do Christmas Carol next, of course. And that hasn't started. The folks in a lot of the like student actors and things are kind of out of town right now, so there's not much in the immediate area, unfortunately.
How are the community theaters?
Yeah, nearest community theater is going to be the Calumet Theater, which is a little bit north of you. It's a 20-minute drive, or since you don't have a car, 4.5-hour walk. Distance. This is a peninsula. There's only one way to go, and it's the long way.
Yeah.
Unless you're going across. You do know, someone who you can contact who has a car, but he's probably going to have a price. Yeah. You could wait until,
How's public transport around here about it?
Nope.
None.
There's a tram system in town. It's like a little tiny like bus basically, but that's only on campus.
Then I guess Mercutio's first thing is going to be stealing a bike.
So bicycling in Houghton in the beginning of winter is not a good idea. You're gonna want to, if you're gonna steal something, you're gonna want to get an ATV or a snowmobile. ATV, maybe, because it's starting to get snowy. Snowmobile, definitely. It's a little light on the ground right now because it's just like, this is winter proper is just starting here. But that's going to serve you better. Yeah. You're not going to get far with a bike. There are hills and ice.
Yeah. But yeah, securing some method of transportation that is not constantly calling on radar for favors is definitely going to be something that.
Okay, and you are not buying it.
With what money?
Exactly. So that's going to be a dexterity and larceny.
So hang on a moment, because there's things that I can do to make this a better task. Jules contract. No, okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Actually, I think a better use of their skills as they sort of piece everything together is actually acquiring the money illegally rather than acquiring the thing.
Okay.
Because they're very good at social engineering and basically working and lying their way through getting what they need out of people rather than physically taking things.
Okay. All right. How what's your angle here? You're in a college town?
Yeah. It is surprisingly easy to talk someone out of any information that you need if they think that you're someone that they're just having a conversation with.
Okay.
I think this is very much a like I am harvesting glamour and then immediately spending glamour situation, because they need to be able to shapeshift a lot to do what they're doing. Because their essential plan is, if they can, just the very simple like any amount of like light pickpocketing that they can pull off is worthwhile, but what's going to be getting them more valuable moments and more valuable resources to spend on things is like actively observing people who are working counters like at like businesses, or people who are operating any kind of like situation that handles money, observing the tellers at the bank for a little while, and just sort of sliding into their position to basically swipe a handful of stuff and then leave, and then be someone else.
All right.
It's very much a montage of I need to acquire the money and then I can acquire the thing. And but I need to have the glamour to be able to shapeshift to do that.
Okay.
So it's sort of a 3-step process.
This if you're pickpocketing and that type of thing, it's still a dexterity larceny. If you're trying to talk people out of money, like swindle, like I need gas money to get back, that kind of thing, that is going to be a social kind of role. But otherwise, it is still dexterity larceny.
It is. They're definitely relying more on their social skills than on their like physical skills.
Okay.
So, much more swindling and like social engineering,
manipulation, and
please just say subterfuge. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because that is what I do.
And I am going to say that there is a limited well that you can do from this, because this is the people in town are the people who live here, and there's a limited number of jobs. So
yeah,
this is not an unlimited well. There are more deeper pockets, but then you risk drawing more attention from things,
and that's part of why they're aiming to try and get glamour while they're doing this, because the ability to be someone else, particularly someone the person you're talking to trusts, is invaluable.
Yep.
Speaking of, can I apply my impersonation specialty in subterfuge for this?
No, because impersonation is more about either your ability to be a specific person, like your mimicry ability, or like to play a particular No, I'll let this.
Mercutio is specifically doing the social engineering approach.
Yep. So. Yeah. Nope, this works. Go for it.
Cool.
I am nice. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, you get enough to buy. Hang on, where's my equipment? You get a pretty decent. You can get a pretty decent vehicle with this. It's not flashy. Where are vehicles? There's services. I'm seeing what this equipment list is so not what I was looking for. Vehicles. That is impossible to read.
Vehicles are in the Chronicles of Darkness, page 98.
Yep, got it. I'm seeing what your equivalent size of things would be, or not size, but options. So yeah, you get are you going for an ATV, which has it works okay in the snow up to a certain point, but then heavy snows, anything that's getting pretty deep, you're going to have problems with it, and it has the risk of getting stuck. You can go for a snowmobile, which is going to work kind of through the winter, but is not going to work in the summer. Anything else is not going to be super. You can get a very nice bike, but you can't ride a very nice bike right now. It's not an option.
Probably going to aim more for the snowmobile between the two because the immediate future is more concerning.
Yeah, you get a decent snowmobile. You even get some like saddlebags for it, so you can store stuff on there. You can fit one other person on this thing. That's as much as it can carry. And it can like tow probably a smallish. It doesn't have that much horsepower, but yeah. So you head out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Acquired a vehicle.
Yeah, you make it to Calumet Theater. They've already. Let's see here. They've already cast most of the roles. They've got like some they're doing not A Christmas Carol, but like the Nutcracker. Bit more like roles needed. They've got most of the roles cast, but chorus, they've got a couple. If you're interested, they also have volunteer roles, just like being in back of the house.
Theater tech. Yeah.
What are you going for?
They'll audition. Like even if the only purpose of the audition is to drain glamour from the people watching.
Okay.
Because like whether they get a role or not, if they can put on a decent enough performance, they can get the glamour they need from the people around.
Excellent. Presence and expression.
Presence, expression, put another willpower into this because definitely want to do that. I'm almost out of willpower, but worth doing.
Yeah, it's decent. It's not your best. You get what emotion are you trying to draw out here?
I think in this particular instance, primarily leaning on theater kids, just there's a specific term for being caught up in the moment. But the
wonder.
Yeah, like just the sort of the wonder, the awe of theater, basically.
Okay.
Sort of like
all right. You get a little bit of that. There's a couple of folks who like the folks in trading for or who have been working on the scenery, who kind of stop and stare, and you can kind of feel it off of them. Primarily, Calumet Theater is a little bit different than the one on campus. It's more older folks. Yeah. It's like people in the community, not all the kids learning things. So you don't get as much of that as you had hoped, but you do get a little bit. And
I get a point of glamour.
Yeah, you get a point of glamour.
Which is more than I had. Well, it's as much as I had. I've doubled my glamour now.
Yeah. And you look for Amber.
Yeah.
Where are you looking for Amber?
Mostly just entirely like around everywhere theater related. That was, as far as they can remember, a lot of their relationship was their mutual mutual theater kid tendencies.
Excellent. Are you trying to like hide that you're you're looking around? Are you like dropping her name? Are you trying to hide that you're looking for her? Are you trying to stay under the radar, as it were? Or are you just like being open about it?
I think while they're not like actively telling people that they're looking for Amber, they're not It's that weird balance of like you're looking for someone and you want them to notice you, but you don't necessarily want to be noticed at the same time.
Okay.
It's very much the sort of like walking a line of like I am looking for this person and asking people around helps me find them, but I'm trying not to be too obvious about it.
All right. We're gonna do
because I don't know who I am or what I look like or what like.
Yeah, this is looking for someone. Wits and composure. Looking for something.
Wits and composure.
Yep. Classic.
Yeah. That's a success.
Okay. It takes you a while. You don't see her for a bit. You look in all of like the old haunts you can remember, but they're closed right now and dark and empty. More snow begins to roll in, which is great for, going out on your jaunt to find, your new contacts, get a little bit of glamour. But it's not good for finding her, apparently. So you don't see her for days. Probably it's not until Tuesday morning. You see her leaving a coffee shop. She is bundled up, got a hood or a hat kind of pulled down, springy hair kind of bushing off to the sides a bit. She's kind of looking down at the ground. It's gotten kind of icy. She's watching for black ice to make sure she doesn't slip. And there's a large person behind her who you can immediately tell is not human. They're another changeling. This is the first other changeling any of you have seen besides Radar. He's big. His mane is about 7-8 feet tall, and wide, like built like a broadside of a barn.
Looking at him, yeah.
And hairy. His face is kind of pointed a bit, like a bear's nose, and he's kind of leaning down to talk to her a little bit. He's kind of like as they come out, he's behind her, and then he kind of goes off to her side, and he leans over and talks to her, and you can see his teeth are red with blood. And she looks up at him and kind of smiles, and you can see the mane shift in that way. All of you, whenever you look at any of the rest of you, there's that like shift of a holographic of one of those holographic images. He's a man, kind of in his mid-30s maybe, with a beard, very lumberjacky looking. And he's kind of like smiling down and kind of nodding. Give me a what's an empathy? It's gonna be a minus -1 because of the -2 because of the circumstances. I think this would be hard for Mercutio to pick up on.
Gotta make it just 2 dice. Yeah, no success.
Do you want to make that a dramatic failure?
Not in this particular case.
Okay. You can't tell kind of any of the vibe of what's going on here. Can you make another roll with an empathy? This one's just flat. That was for him. This is for her. And you knew her, so
if it's
easier.
For her, I think I'll pour my last willpower into it.
Okay.
Fucking dice hate.
You can't tell what's going on. They're too far away. They're bundled up. You're trying to like stay kind of hidden. and they part. She goes one way, he goes the other. They both got their hands in their pockets. They're kind of trudging along, being careful. It's 10:30 in the morning.
Mercutio will follow her rather than him.
Okay. I'm gonna have you do a dexterity and larceny. Or dexterity and stealth. Sorry, not
stealth.
larceny. Stealth, yeah. Dexterity and stealth.
Would my crowd specialty apply?
Yeah, crowd's back by this point. It's beginning to pick up.
Dexterity, stealth, +1 for crowds. It's a success.
Okay. You kind of see her go along. And she gets in a battered up kind of station wagon type of vehicle. You remember this? This was your car. It starts. She drives off. She goes over the bridge. And at the far side of the bridge, she stops and gets out and goes back. She starts walking back. There's a like little turn off to the side. And she stands. How are you following close by this point, or are you staying back further?
I think Mercutio is sort of like staying in the crowd of people that are sort of crossing the bridge, but definitely staying near.
It's thinning out by this point. Like there was a crowd as like out of the coffee shop and like in this in kind of like the area you were. Over the bridge, there's not like crowds of people. Not a lot of people like walk across the bridge.
I think that they're still like they're not keeping a large distance. But they are. I think they're probably equally as bundled up as she is at this point, so it's probably very difficult to tell who is underneath all of the winter clothing. But
all right, give me another wits and empathy roll.
Two successes.
She looks not like you remember. She looks older, like older than she should. And tired and kind of sad. And she's looking down into the water for a while.
And I think Mercutio just sort of sidles up next to her and sort of looks down at the water as well, and just offhanded, sort of as if just a stranger catching someone else, just. And the miserable have no other medicine but only hope, he says as she sort of looks down at the water.
She gives a sniff. What one's that from?
That
she
one's
would know.
From Measure for Measure.
Measure for Measure? Ah. Yeah. Fucking comedies. Always worse. Tragedies are better. She crosses her arms.
I don't think there's too many lines from a tragedy for someone who's clearly not feeling their best.
She gives like a shaky exhale. Yeah, fair. They'll be all right though. I think the sun's supposed to come out. She looks up at a sky that does not look like it's supposed to. It's not going to clear up.
that solid blanket gray overcast. It's like there's no cracks here. What are you talking about?
Is the position that she is standing at familiar to me at all?
No. She never, like, this is not how you remember her at all. This is all wrong. She's kind of like partially turned away from you. Looking up, she hasn't really looked at you. You heard her kind of like give a sort of chuckle, not like that full of laughter in it, but a little bit when you said your quote.
What brings you out here into the middle of the bridge in the cold?
Okay, this is gonna be a manipulate or let's see. Hang on, let me find my sheet so I know what roll I'm gonna have you make. Manipulation and empathy. You're trying to get her to open up, and it's -2.
God, why you gotta do that to me?
You're a weird stranger who made one good quote, and she's in a mood.
Why you gotta do that to me?
Yeah. Because I'm here to slightly torture you.
Hang on a minute. Do I have any contracts that'll help me here? Nope. Does my seeming help at all? Nope. Okay. Cool. Manipulation, empathy.
Yep.
Not persuasion.
-2. Nope. It's manipulation.
No, not persuasion instead of empathy.
Oh, no, it's empathy.
On the wrong social skills for me.
It's not getting her to tell you something. It's getting her to like open up, to like have that.
I don't have any more willpower because I've been spending it on everybody else.
Yes, you have.
Would I have gotten any back from last session, because I wasn't here at the end of session for arguments for willpower? Also, have I rested at all to get willpower back from sleeping?
No, I do things that a little differently when we have like a time period.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry.
But would I have gotten any from last session? Because I wasn't here for arguments for willpower.
Yeah, I'll say so.
Cool. Just one?
Yep.
I will spend it.
Because you were here for half of it. That counts. Do it. Come on.
Yay.
Okay. What did you say again? I lost the train of thought.
I had asked what brings her out here in the cold on the bridge.
Nothing good, but thanks. That helped. And she turns and starts walking away.
As she starts to turn and walk, Mercutio just sort of oftentimes if someone comes out here, it's usually because they're trying to remember something.
You get a hollow laugh back. Give me a wits and empathy to pick up on what that is.
2 successes.
Yeah, she doesn't want to. There are things she doesn't want to remember.
Oh?
She's walking away.
Mercutio will just sort of like very obviously allowing enough distance to not seem threatening, but sort of keeping pace.
I mean, in fairness, you're randomly following a woman off of a bridge and night. It doesn't matter how far back you are, you're being creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no,
yeah.
absolutely.
She starts going faster.
And just sort of as she starts to build more distance, she'll Mercutio just sort of in a faint lilt. Nice to see you again, Amber. And she'll turn and start to walk off.
And that's where we're going to take our break.
All right. As you're watching live, please stay tuned for these commercial messages. Remember, when we take our break, you take your break. So stand up, stretch your legs, move around, do whatever you need to do. And we'll be back in just a few minutes. We're back. A dinosaur story.
I forgot you were gonna do that.
How could you forget?
I live in
It's been a
hope
few
and
weeks.
sort of a goldfish kind of memory.
I mean, fair.
Welcome back, everyone. As Amber walks away,
Did they react at all to
As the world
Mercutio's
turns.
last sentence towards them, or
no,
okay?
they're still walking faster
Suddenly-
away.
They just suddenly put their keys between their knuckles as they continue to walk.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Mercutio will just sort of let them keep walking at that point and turn around and head back across.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And you all meet up at the drag show. I let everyone else harvest glamour at the show. So do Miranda, Bracken, or Mercutio want to as well?
Hell yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay, go for it.
Any particular roles, or just any role that we think we can pull off?
Yeah. What are you trying to do here?
I would like manipulation and subterfuge, please.
Sure.
Or something
yeah,
in subterfuge, whether it's presence or manipulation or whatever. But
Yep. You're chatting people up, telling them fantastical lies about yourself.
manipulation, subterfuge.
Can Miranda do it by watching people from the shadows?
Being creepy? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it.
What would that be?
Watching people from the shadows.
Presence intimidation.
Presence, subterfuge, actually. You're sort of lurking. You're lurking. How good of you are lurking?
I'm rolling a chance die.
Oh boy.
Most people pick things that they're good at. Holly, the worst.
Beautiful. All right. You get no glamour. Nothing.
That's okay.
How you doing on glamour? You doing okay?
Yeah,
You haven't used a lot.
She got glamour off Karen.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she was very concerned about you.
Yeah.
There was a lot
she's
of
okay.
emotion happening. And Bracken, what are you doing?
Bracken is going to be putting on the persona of the wide-eyed, oh my god, I've never been to one of these before. He's literally effectively for the people who are here and doing their thing, he is setting himself up as the shiny-eyed victim and waiting to see who's going to come and take advantage of him. Can I do manipulation and empathy?
Yeah, I like that Bracken's apparent way of gathering glamour is just to roll over. Essentially, both the times you have done this.
He was told very strongly that it was not to be predatory.
Yes.
So he's going
it's
the
good.
complete
Yeah.
other direction.
Uh-huh.
Only one success.
You get one.
I'll take it.
You are up there next to this other guy who's kind of like wide-eyed watching, and you get a little bit of that too. It's good.
Okay.
It's real good. Yeah. And we pivot back to Effie up on the stage.
Yep.
Taking the final dramatic bow.
Right.
Your thunder's being stolen.
Yep. Going to show no indication of it and to be clear, just to remember from last week,
Yes.
can't see exactly who it is.
No, there's like a crowd there this is pretty packed.
Okay.
And there are people kind of standing in the back, and you can see like it kind of clusters up back there, but
Okay.
it's not lit.
Right.
You can't really see back there from here.
Right.
There's a couple more acts after you. You're not the last one.
Okay. Couple very important questions.
Yes.
One, did I get any money?
Yeah, I'll say
Drag
so.
shows are really there's a lot of tipping that gets done.
Yeah, I don't remember what your performance role was, because I would probably
It was
base
like
it on that.
3 successes, I want to
Okay.
say.
Yeah, I'll
let
say
me go
you
back and look. Let me go back and look because I know it's still in here.
Uh-huh.
Yes, 3 successes on a presence expression.
Yeah, you get pretty good.
Okay, cool.
Pretty good tips.
So collect that up. Damn it, I had a second question. I've already forgotten what it is.
Oh no. Hopefully
it's
it'll
fine.
come back.
It's fine. Whatever it is, it couldn't have been
It
more.
was either not important or
yeah.
Or
It was
vitally
either not
crucial.
important or crucially
Yes.
important.
Uh-huh.
And yes,
We'll
I
discover
will
it.
remember it at the second that it's too late for me to remember it. So yeah, no, collect really quick, head back, and then very quickly come back off stage into the audience, not changing at all. And I'm going to go find my group and look in the direction where that direction.
Okay.
I
yeah.
am seeking out someone.
Yeah,
But-
they are kind of toward the front because Bracken's doing his
Right.
kind of
I'm
look,
real
and,
shiny and dumb right now.
And Karen
Yep.
has had something awoken and wants to be close to the
Okay, awesome.
front of the
Yep,
the
yep.
theater. So yeah, give me a wits and composure to see what you can pick up.
Would
from
this
here.
have been something that would have attracted the attention of those of us in the crowd at all?
Effie's reaction, or like the people
whatever's
kind of
happening, whatever's happening in the back, yeah.
No. The
Fuck
like
you, Dice.
stuff happening on the stage is too distracting, and
Cool.
like it's not like noisy back there. It's just like crowded.
Yeah.
So yeah, then
Yeah, no legit.
it's whenever it gets down, like when Arya's like applauding, it's like you did a really good job, like being
Thank you.
complimentary. And
Sit down, lean over. So Karen doesn't hear. Everybody, some bitch in the back is there. There's one of us back there. Don't look like that.
How do you know?
Bracket. Because they were stealing my shit.
Do we need to?
That doesn't mean it's one of us.
Well, I mean,
let's go
It's
find
one
out.
of us or a much bigger problem than that. One of the two.
If it's not one of us, then it's a problem.
If it's one of us, it's a problem.
Oh,
because fuck that shit.
I will.
Did you know there's two of me?
I will.
Well, what?
That's a conversation for not here. I say, pointing towards Karen, who may or may not be drunk right now.
Is slightly drunk, is not paying attention.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
unless you get louder.
I need someone to come with me as I start as I
right there with you.
Scope the crowd.
We'll come. Miranda, can you
We
take
can't
care of
all
Karen?
go.
Do I have to?
Oh, or I can take care of Karen. Who's Karen?
That one.
Yeah.
Karen is
I'm going to take Bracken by the shoulders and maneuver him over towards Karen, and over the volume of the crowd, or whatever volume I need to deliver this at. Karen, this is our friend Bracken. Could you just
Hey, you're cute.
tell him all about what you're doing here at college and everything? He's really interested.
Oh God. She'll start talking
and go with Effie.
I just really
Miranda will also go with Effie.
Lean in just really close to Bracken and just whisper very quietly, "Dibs," and then I'm walking. I'm sorry, Miranda. You are not getting away from Karen.
Miranda will whisper to Bracken, "I'm sorry."
Mercutio, where are you?
I mean, I feel like Mercutio has been adjacent to all of this and just watches the three of them start heading backstage and is like,
it's
not backstage,
back of the theater, back of the auditorium.
Yeah, and it's like watches the three of them start heading back there and is like, "They could probably use my help." but they also didn't ask, so I'll let them deal with it on their own.
I mean, it was generally to everybody, but also I don't want the entire table stepping up with me and obviously walking off.
Yeah, that's the other aspect.
It was just whoever was coming with.
You've got
your two people with you. You've got your two people in your posse. So Mercutio's like, I feel like if a group of 4 is probably too much attention versus a group of 3.
That's fair.
Oh, I think I have to know, what's Mercutio looking like today? What's the vibe?
At this point, probably leaning on. They probably shifted from Lexi to Alex at the moment.
Okay.
So very much sort of like slightly heavier set, masculine, darker tan, 5 o'clock shadow, shorter hair.
Okay.
Wearing very much the sort of like standard biker attire.
Excellent. Okay. For what continues to happen at the table in the front really quick, are you trying to flirt with her, Bracken? What was that?
That's Bracken desperately trying to figure out what sort of footing he's on and
Excellent.
starting with a compliment.
Excellent. Okay. This doesn't need a roll. She's kind of, you get a lot of uncertainty here. She's like flattered by it, kind of into it, not really sure. She's having a bi crisis, and isn't really sure how any of this works. Thinks she might be lesbian, and has decided she's going to go along with that route, even though she's still like feeling things, and it's just all of the problems.
She's having a bike. Okay. She's having a bike crisis.
He will gently flirt with her and try and pull at least one more glamour off of somebody if he possibly can.
Okay, that's gonna be what's the difference between presence and manipulation? I feel like I've been doing a lot of manipulation.
Presence is how you present yourself. Manipulation is how you deftly control others.
Thank you.
And then composure is how well you resist being controlled.
Yeah, presence and expression or persuasion.
He is equally bad.
You're not trying
both of those.
You're not trying to like steer her in any direction. You're just trying to keep her occupied.
The other way to try and read the social attributes and all the other attributes, honestly, is going off of the 3 categories: the power, finesse, and resistance.
Yeah.
Presence being the power, so you're not really being fancy here. You're just sort of being straightforward. So the power stat goes for it.
Nothing.
Bracken bad at
Cool.
Now, she's possibly flirting more with Alex. Still at the table.
Very understandable.
And then gets distracted by the next performance. Meanwhile,
was that flirting more with me?
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Slightly. Yep. The rest of the group.
Yep.
I head back.
Making my way back, working the crowd a little bit as we go back. This is like an excuse for going back. I am fucking looking. I am my eye. Yes.
Excellent. It's crowded back there. Are you trying to like worm your way in by like charming people, or are you trying to force your way in? Because it's getting, the crowd's getting dense back here.
A little bit of both, like the just stage presence I was just on, that whole kind of thing.
All right.
So it's a little bit of both, to be honest.
Okay. Presence and dexterity.
Presence and dexterity. All right. Yeah. You know what? This is not a bad roll for me.
Yeah.
See how this goes.
You're like worming your way through a crowd. Hey, there you go.
I'll take that.
You as a group, so just make your way back. Effie in the lead. Crowd parting a little bit. And holding what can only be described as holding court back there is you from before all of this.
Oh, we found a second fetch.
Oh shit!
It's fetch o'clock.
Oh shit! Okay.
We're gonna have a body count.
Not in a good way.
Yeah, no. The look on Effie's face is very much like there might be a body count now.
Does
they don't look like they're performing. They're not like in costume or anything.
Right.
Does this person look?
So it
like
just looks
Effie?
like Rowan.
Rowan?
Then.
Oh, so seeing that, I would try to hook Effie's arm and redirect.
Yeah, there's about half a second of just stunned expression, and there is clear murderous intent.
Yeah, nope, redirecting.
Okay.
This is not the
See
place
how
for
this
that
goes.
right now.
All right, we're doing a contested here. Sounds like. Or are you letting Gwynaria redirect you?
I would like to.
I would like to say it's dependent on how successful it initially goes.
Okay.
Cool.
Because there's at least the opening moments of it where there is no consideration for anything at all.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of needs to be snapped back into, oh yeah, no, this might not be a good idea now. To murder someone who looks exactly like you in a public forum. Or at least to talk a lot of shit with them.
This feels like a manipulation strength.
Actually, hang on. I have a thing that I might be able to do.
Redirecting via muscles.
Hang on. I'm just looking at I'm looking at a contract here real quick.
Okay. Yeah. I like it.
Oh wait, no. What I need to be looking at is a merit.
Ooh, also, Effie, when you kind of like shift sideways and see like what's underneath that, actually, no, hang on. Never mind. That doesn't happen yet. We'll wait.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Do they
notice
like me?
You weren't being subtle.
No, not really.
Yeah.
What is their reaction?
Their reaction is the mask drops and you can suddenly feel the connection, the intrinsic connection that connects a fetch to their changeling. This is your replacement. And there
is a cheap invitation.
Some dead guy, kind of bloated a little bit. Half of one face is kind of drooping, very unfortunately.
So what I'm
rib cage is sort of not really there. There are flies buzzing around.
Presence strength might be accurate, but also might be presence intimidation, because what I'm trying to do basically is seeing the situation, there's a sort of a cold, hard edge to Gwenaria's voice as she hooks Effie's arm, leans in and goes, "This is not the time nor the place for us to deal with this. We need to leave." In her most like, "I am the dragon here and you're going to listen to me" voice.
Yeah, I think that works.
And would my shut down specialization for intimidation apply here? Because basically I'm trying to stifle the urge to attack. that Effie is possibly feeling.
It is manipulation, though, not presence.
Would it be? I'm not trying to trick Effie into stopping. I am trying to order Effie
okay, that's fair. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, you're right.
This is not a you shouldn't do this because no. This is a stop.
Okay. Yeah. Specialization. Yep. Heck yes.
Which specialization adds one or
adds one die.
That's one.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm also gonna
add one dice.
I'm also gonna spend a willpower because it's vitally important we don't get into a fight right here.
I'm so excited.
Do I have a resistance roll?
Yeah. Gonna be
4 successes.
resolve and composure, I think.
That seems accurate.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make
Yep.
sense, I think.
It's like, how stubborn
I
are you?
mean, it doesn't functionally the die thing doesn't matter anyways, but I would actually make an argue here for presence and resolve instead of composure and resolve, because composure would be if I'm holding back. Presence is this is my force of personality overriding. It does not matter in terms of the die rolling.
Yeah.
Because is my force of personality stronger than
Gwenaria's.
the order that I'm given?
Yeah.
Being given.
No, it's your resistance to her force. It's not
like
like
I said,
yeah.
Die roll doesn't matter. Yeah, I am gonna spend my last willpower for this, even though it's a horrible fucking idea.
Oh yeah.
The Gwenari got 4 successes, folks.
Oh, 3 dice, not 4 dice.
The question is, what direction is Jeremy's dice curse going to swing?
And Effie's got 3. Barely.
There is so Effie's attention snaps to Gwenaria, and that murderous look reorients.
Is she directing the murder slip towards Gwenaria now?
For a moment, yes.
The mask drops for just a second, just long enough you see dragon face.
Doesn't seem to bother her much.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
And then takes a breath. I just want to have a conversation.
A conversation with a person sharing your face to the general public is not going to end well here.
First of all, that's basic bitch me. This is me.
And we have only just gotten back. We do not need to raise a fuss or murder someone in public. I understand the urge. But this is not the time nor the place.
You know what? All right. But I'll tell you what. You pull that scaly bullshit on me one more time and we're going to have issues.
Gladly. Let's go.
Give another look back. I want to specifically lock eyes with them.
Uh-huh. Dead eyes. Yep. They're filmed over.
And then I'll turn and go.
And as they wink, the mask goes back up. Miranda, that's going to be dexterity and stealth. You're still on chance dice?
Oh, right. Hold on.
Switch it back to normal and then try it again.
Sorry. There we go.
Oh, the press of people is too close.
Mm-hmm.
Can't make it.
Okay.
And they're like, the Effie and this person are like dagger eyeing each other, so like you can't really. The one path there is kind of in range of sight. Not really possible.
Okay. Well, in that case, Miranda's going to try to just stay in the crowd of people and watch fake Effie.
Okay. So the two of you notice that Miranda is lingering back. as you try and exit.
Miranda.
I'll be there in a minute.
Be careful.
Don't engage.
Have you met me?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna head back, but I'm keeping my eyes not on me, but on Miranda.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like in fact, I'm gonna move to the bar.
Okay.
Which is
Yeah.
probably closer.
Exactly. Yep.
Far enough away that we're not engaged in the situation, but where I'm like a few strides away should shit get real.
Excellent. Just in case, so I know how much like lead time on things you would have. Wits and composure.
I'm gonna once I get Evie situated at the bar, I'm gonna make my way back to the front to get the other two and Karen.
Okay. Excellent. All right. So that's happening.
All right, I'll take 2.
Yeah. You're keeping an eye on her. You've
Yep.
got line of sight on her at all times. And Miranda, you watch as this person. And by the way, all of the rest of you, it's not just Effie who sees like when the fetch revealed itself. You all saw that as well. This person is just kind of like,
you all by like Gwynaria and Miranda, not Mercury,
yes.
Joe, and Bracken.
No, not all the way back there. They don't have line of sight on this.
Yeah.
Too many people standing up.
And Miranda get a read on this fetch? Like,
yeah.
Do they seem similar to Effie, or are they more their own thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be
how fetch are they?
Wits and empathy.
Two successes.
Okay. Yeah. They don't seem like the Effie you know, or the Rowan you know. Not really at all. This person is kind of being a more they're looser than Effie is. Like Effie is very like, sorry, I don't know how else to phrase that. Like Effie is very like, has been very uptight and very like when
Bound
you all
up.
went to the hedge, they were very concerned about like this whole situation. They were very
tightly
like,
wound.
Yeah, exactly. This person is much more relaxed. There's like a little bit of a like, you can tell that they know that Effie is still over there, but they're not looking over at her.
How do they seem to interact with others?
With others, it's very much just like a conglomeration of all of the other drag performers that you've kind of seen here. It's very generic. Like Effie's performance is very specific and like and was definitely like a different, a distinct vibe and like a distinct choices. This person is more like a conglomeration of everyone smoothied together in a blender and spread out, but like good. They don't seem that they're like getting this attention like organically.
It's a melting pot.
Very like, this doesn't seem hard at all. There's like a little bit of edge of the tension of like, I know this person is over there, but like the reaction has all and like the continued nonchalance is very much giving the vibe of like, oh, you're here. What? Do you think this is hard to do? That kind of like arrogance is there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited. I've been looking forward to this.
And do the crowd of people seem to like this?
Yeah, they're kind of like not enraptured in a magical sense, but like drawn to it. And there's a lot of like that emotional energy that you can harvest glamour off of. There's a lot of that flowing around, but it doesn't seem to be like taking it. Remember what Effie said about like someone's back there stealing my glamour? They're not taking it, they're just like stirring it up.
Okay. After she's observed for a while, she'll go back to the others.
Would it be possible?
Well, she'll go try to find real Effie. Sorry.
Would it be possible to like snag any of that glamour that's being stirred up but not taken?
Oh yeah.
How?
Do you want to?
Yeah. Like I've
you
I've still got some space for glamour, sure, yes.
I mean, so do I, but I'm not anywhere near there.
Unless
the ambient glamour being stirred up is obvious even across the room.
Also, unless like it's something that I would know not to take glamour that is fetches stirred up for some reason because it's poisonous or something.
I don't know.
I the player don't know if I would know that or not. I don't know if I the player don't even know if that's a thing. I don't know if Guinaria would know that either. So,
by the way,
yes,
just to make sure not to fuck myself over too hard. But do I have to make a clarity roll here? Yes.
Okay. I will have that in a second. Sorry, I forgot about that.
I just wanted to make
Yeah. This is definitely one. It is so you're not, you have no context and no way to know what the protocol is here. I will say, like socially wise, it doesn't feel poisoned. It doesn't feel like it feels definitely like the actually I'll have you make an intelligence and occult roll, anyone, and by this point also because Miranda watching this court back here, that would have taken a little while to get all of that, and so by this point I'll say the rest of the group can have come back. Are you taking Karen with you? She's there at the table.
Important question.
I would say actually yes, because Karen would be a good distraction for Effie. Yeah, no, I would definitely go collect the others and Karen and be like, hey, so
it's pretty for like conversation wise, it's fairly easy. This is like there's stuff going on, there's lots of people talking, there's a performance. It's fairly easy to like have low conversations without her hearing.
Well, I was
just FYI.
I would say like, hey, just got a call. We have to head out to get some stuff done. Do you need a ride back? To the dorm?
No, I can walk.
Okay,
that's all right. Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm just gonna grab these two and grab Mercutio and Bracken, and do you want me to pass anything on from you to Effie?
Wait, I'm confused. Is she being brought over or is she not? Because it was just said yes, and then sounds like no.
It sounds like no right now.
I was giving her the option to come with us, and she didn't take it, so I'm not pushing it.
Okay,
fair enough.
She blushes slightly and says no.
Would you like to say goodbye to her first? Would you like to say goodbye to them yourself?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. She's like, kind of like half watch. She's doing a lot of this back and forth
Yeah.
as you all make your way back.
Back over to Miranda and Effie.
And really quick, we're gonna do that clarity roll.
Yep.
So
what am I rolling?
What level of breaking point is meeting your fetch?
well, we already established that it's 3 dice.
Yeah.
And then breaking point modifiers. Some emotional. It's not as bad as Bracken's was. So it's going to be a +1, so 4.
So, okay, so I'm rolling, just rolling 4 dice.
Yes. And that'll determine if your damage is minor or severe. Ooh.
So of course.
Ooh.
Still only minor, unless you decide
Bad
to make
for
it
me,
severe.
3 successes.
Yeah, do you want to make that severe?
Not right now, because I do only have the 3. I still have, no. We'll
Okay,
go minor
excellent.
for now.
All right. And now you roll your weird.
Sheet roll. Weird. No, not wait, it's just weird.
Hey, you got a minor damage. You're
All
within
right.
3 now. You're
I was at 3. I am now at 2 on.
Also, remember that those of you who have taken clarity damage gain a beat for doing so.
Yes.
So now you get a condition.
Okay.
Conditions.
No, it's not a condition. Berserk.
I say there is berserk.
Berserker.
Where are my conditions here? Ooh, competitive.
Okay.
That feels
I was going to say there are a couple that I think could apply here.
Okay. Which
Berserk, although that would probably be really bad.
I don't think it's quite at that point. Yeah.
Paranoid.
Ooh.
Wanton.
Ooh.
I think any of those. Wanton.
Okay.
Paranoid or competitive.
Unless it's a specific one that like has a specific condition.
I don't know what any of them do. So
yeah. That it causes. I am in favor of like having y'all decide which one you take, because I think that's more fun.
I think competitive makes sense.
Conditions.
I'm gonna look at them really quick.
Yeah, on page 333. Competitive.
Paranoid is.
You must assert dominance and superiority.
Man.
Give it your all every time.
Man.
And every time you are like in direct competition, you get negatives when you don't spend willpower.
Even if you don't have any left to spend.
Yep.
Yep.
Minus 2 die penalty on any roll where you don't expend willpower in any situations of direct competition.
And you keep doing that until you
win or lose competition where someone reaches a breaking point.
Yep.
I am gonna high-low a die roll on this.
Okay.
Because I can equally see it being competitive because of current situation.
Yep.
Or her regressing a little bit and wanton.
Okay. Excellent.
So low competitive, high. All right.
Competitive it is. So Effie is competitive.
That's not gonna be
no.
Is that
at all?
So because that was initiated by clarity damage, does that last until you either do the resolve condition or the clarity damage goes away, or is it just until you do the resolve condition?
Oh, until you resolve the condition.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you
such as, for example, murdering something?
I mean, yeah. That's fair. Absolutely.
You resolve it by winning or losing a competition where someone reaches a breaking point. Okay.
Yep. It's gonna go great. Anyway, so that's
We're gonna have a
Aki's
little
mental stage.
competition where at the end of it, the winner is the person who's still alive.
Or conscious or not sort of knocked out.
I mean, there are other
is
ways.
dead a
There are
breaking
other
point?
ways.
I don't know.
You can just play some really
killing your fetch is definitely a breaking
point. You can do some really competitive. Tetris wouldn't count because you're playing against an AI and you don't get that like sense of.
I mean,
it's not the same.
What if it's the 99 Tetris 99? Where it's like it's
I'm
Battle
not
Royale
familiar.
It's
I'm
Battle
not
Royale
familiar.
Tetris. That's definitely
It's going right over my head. Okay.
Look, if you
Anyway.
just let me have a conversation with the bitch, I will just read her for fucking filth, and it will be over.
So I think that resolved everything.
Okay.
Group assembles in the back.
We need to leave.
And there's just like glamour floating around.
Oh yeah.
Can we just sort of ambient
Oh
feel
yeah.
it coming
That
through?
was the other one.
Yeah, that was my. I would
yes,
like to try to hoover that up. If
there
possible.
are a lot of roles happening. I'm remembering them all. Intelligence and occult to know what
I'd like to get
is going on
that
with
if
this.
I can.
If anyone would like to. And since
I
you're all
feel
back
like
here,
I
you
am
can feel it.
obligated to.
I
Go
have no
for it.
dots in occult, so I assume I can't.
You can. You just did a -3 penalty.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I'm at a
This
chance
is like
die
a.
because
This
I have
is
1 dot in intelligence.
There you go.
Yeah, then you'd be rolling a chance die. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's no like you can't do this if you have no points. Since in New World, it's just you get big dice penalties for the intelligence related ones or the knowledge ones.
Cult.
Well then, let me give it a shot and see what happens. Nope, failed.
Yep.
Oh shit! I did not.
I feel I would say I'd make a dramatic failure from that, but I don't know if that's possible with this.
You actually got your chance roll.
Well, I'll be damned.
Nice. Okay.
Miranda and I know what's up.
Yeah.
You know something too.
So everyone except for Quinaria, basically.
Is it possible for me to make that an exceptional failure?
Do you want to?
Sure.
You should probably grab some of this now. This is a lot of it. You should go now.
Oh no!
Hoover up some of that schneef.
Yeah.
I would have tried to grab some on the way as I was leaving. So.
Yeah. You're now. It's probably going to disappear into the ether. Go. Resolving composure.
Okay. Yeah, but I don't know what the.
Is there a penalty to that?
Yeah. -2.
Solving composure -2.
You're sort of safe. You're not siphoning it. You're just sort of like opening the floodgates.
Well done.
Okay. Whoa, it's real good. You regain. You're up to your max.
Hey.
Max glamour. Damn.
Yep.
Yeah. So what do the rest of us know about why this is a bad plan?
So there's a lot of floating glamour around. It's like the level of water situation when you're like safe, when you're pulling from someone or harvesting from someone specifically. It's very easy to like kind of control that sort of harvesting. When it's floating around like this means there's a lot of glamour happening around. Like this fetch has been building this for a while for like the water level basically to be able to rise this far above the table. And it's liable to be a lot at once because you're suddenly like crashing down a bunch of water on your head, essentially. Also, Miranda? Huh. Maybe this has something to do, like it kind of feels similar to the whole vibe of this whole side of the bridge is really high energy. It's not like the sole reason, but it feels similar.
So does it feel like the glamour here is dangerous not because the glamour is like tainted, but because you have to be very careful not to overdraw, basically?
Yes. It's very easy to
then I'm-
overdose right now.
Then I'm perfectly fine. Only one success.
Can we
Yeah.
attempt to very carefully siphon and like try not to tip the water level too far?
Yeah. Resolve and composure -1
Bracken will take some of that action.
if you want to.
Bracken at a -1 as
with
well.
with my new condition, is it possible for me to be reserved in this?
No,
One
actually,
success.
All right.
it's not.
Composure resolve.
-3.
Well, that okay.
Yeah.
That gives me one. Oh,
You're
it's
still
not
rolling a
actually-
chance
it's
die.
not- It's not actually
Yeah.
a chance die because I have one die.
Yep. Yeah. Do you want to re-roll that as not
Yes,
a
I
chance?
am.
Yeah. Do it. Okay. Excellent.
how-
Let me scroll back
yeah.
a bit. There was Gunaria. Mercutio? Yep, you're up to full. Great.
Okay, cool,
Whew.
sweet.
Whoa. It's like a rush. Bracken? Whoa. Full. Really good. Miranda. Whoa. Give me another resolve and composure roll. This is the flat one.
You may have pulled a bit too much.
Yeah.
This is not -1.
Nope.
Nope.
Flat.
Cool. 1 success.
It's a sensation of burping.
What's that
And you
glamour
can
taste
feel-
like the second time?
Yeah. And it feels not great. But you hold it in. Nice, Effie. Yeah. There's a lot. You are up to
Yep.
full.
Sweet.
Is there a flavor to this glamour? Like,
Yeah. Sort of
Greasy.
Connie, what is full for 2?
2 is.
I know you're gonna know. So
11 or 12, I think.
It is 11
okay.
because 3 is 12.
Yeah.
it tastes
You're full, and you have your pool. Your max is 11, and you can spend 2 per turn.
like arrogance, which tastes kind of like the like mouth spray,
Yeah.
the like when it dissipates out a little bit,
Mhm.
the like after effect of that.
Yeah. hmm
Oh, that sort
It's
of
not
like
minty, but like
that sort
or
of like
fresh, but
the
Yeah.
numbing tingle.
yeah.
Yeah.
But with that sort of volatile, evaporative liquid
Uh-huh.
kind of vibe on top of it. Excellent. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. With a weird of 3, my max is 12, and I can spend 3.
Bracken kind of cracks his knuckles. So are we like leaving?
Yes.
Probably not a bad idea.
All right. Anybody want to set up an ambush?
So
Let's have that
Sorry, what?
conversation
Aaron's still here.
elsewhere.
speaking of which, what does Karen do when Karen comes over?
Karen is kind of like smiling, got her hand in her pockets, is kind of hanging back a little bit, like she's watching to you all haven't made a move to go yet, and so like it seems like she's waiting.
Okay. Effie just walks over and starts full on making out.
Yes.
Excellent. Beautiful. I have to check something really quick. Does this one have like glamour overload? Is that a thing? Are you trying to harvest from her?
No,
Okay.
no, that's not the
Excellent.
point here.
Yeah.
That bitch may
Excellent.
be holding court over there, but this one's mine.
Okay. you don't have to make any roll for Karen because she's into it. You are going to make a roll to see if that makes an impression on your friend over there.
Sweet.
Which is going to be a presence and expression.
Okay. I could joke that this is a kind of dance, but and ask if my specialty applies, but I'm assuming not.
No.
I'll take the one.
Okay. You see her, you see it kind of notice.
Good.
But not much more than that. You have not won this competition yet. Sorry.
Yet.
That's why I said yet. Karen comes up for air.
Okay, yeah, no, absolutely. Sorry, I was just feeling it after performance.
Oh God, you were fantastic.
Thank you.
Also on stage.
I know.
And she is just sort of like babbling a bit until you all exit. I assume.
Yep.
Exiting stage left.
Arm around
as we step outside. Bracken raises his hands. Bracken raises a hand
by them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You don't get. They don't turn to look at you as you do that. Yeah.
They notice anyways, I'm sure.
Karen's not leaving. Karen's gonna stay.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, she'll give you her number.
Okay, perfect.
Got her number.
Get them digits. Hell
yeah.
I mean, you just gave her a tonsillectomy. I'd hope you got her number.
I mean, either way, but
yes.
Bracken's hand is raised.
Sorry, Jack.
Now we can talk about it.
Effie, is this where we kiki shade tea now?
That's kind of
I don't know what that means.
English, please.
Points at Effie.
Bracken is asking for if this is the point where we talk about what has just happened. Gossip.
Are we
gossip?
Are we outside the venue now?
Yeah.
Yes. You are exiting.
Yes, this is the time.
There's a cluster kind of outside, but it very quickly thins out.
You guys want to come back to my place or what?
Not the first time I've heard that before, but sure.
Oh, really quick question. Pause. Where is the other entrance?
So there's one in the butt and one in the mausoleum.
The mausoleum. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was very confused for a second.
I don't think I picked that up.
No worries.
We're good now. Okay. Carry on.
So yeah, go back to the mausoleum, whip the hollow door open, and inside it's very sparse right now. It's pretty small. Porf probably has himself curled up in a corner. The main things you'll note will be there's like a plant fiber carpeting woven together that's covering the floor. Some very basic like camping bedroll type equipment. Little space for a fire that apparently vents up and out through the walls of this thing somehow. And then the most significant bit, there is an old like funnel mouth, hold the receiver in your ear phone just tacked onto the wall, with the dial and everything. And then there are two doors. One is the one you came in through, which when it shuts behind you is basically this sturdy wood cross lap. And then another similar door on the other side that just has in big yellow chalk written on it, "Don't open yet."
Harf is under a blanket, actually.
I point at that other door. Is that part of what you wanted to talk about?
A little bit.
All right.
But I feel like Effie's thing just happened, so maybe we should touch on that while that's fresh.
It is what it is. There's another me. You bitch has to die.
Okay. Like, are there rules about that sort of thing?
I mean, I don't. Are there rules about is there's another you? Yes, there's a whole movie about that, but no, not in. I don't know. How much do we actually know about fetches?
Anyone who wants to, intelligence and occult.
I'm not
See
even
if I know
roll.
anything more than
there is a limit to what you know about like societal changing rules because you haven't been in a society,
right?
But
You live in a
like,
society.
You don't live in this society
roll.
yet. You haven't been introduced.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Rolling a chance die.
Yeah, you're still on a chance die. You have 1 dot.
Oh, yep. Oh, that's a dramatic failure for Effie.
Oh yeah.
No, that is
that's accurate.
That is accurate. Oh
okay.
Yes, and it was dramatic.
Okay, excellent. All right.
No, there's no rules. Two of them can exist. We could both exist simultaneously, but we're not going to.
So
Mercutio, unsurprisingly, actually knows things about fetches.
Yeah.
It's ironic considering that they don't have one.
Yeah. But you've seen them be
it would be too easy. Like it would undermine the entire point of not knowing what I look like to have a fetch that looks like what I looked like.
Yeah. You were pretty close to your keeper though.
Yeah.
And so you saw them being made. They are simulacrums made out of whatever was kind of available to take the place of changelings who were taken, take their place in the real world, and some of them get very comfortable there. There's some variation in how aware they are of like their role and purpose and things. That can kind of vary a bit. They with the 2, they can kind of tell if Fae stuff is probably nearby, you're gonna guess. You know that you didn't get one.
Yeah.
Like you would know that with the 2. Effie? It's made out of gunk. You could probably beat it. You could probably beat it up by yourself. You can definitely beat it up by yourself. You feel pretty good about your chances in any sort of competition right now, so you could probably beat it up.
Absolutely.
That's what you know.
Mercutio will like sort of shrug their shoulders at the moment. And, well, aside from being created by those on the other side to physically replace any of us that they snatch, if they think they need them. I know that mine doesn't exist, which is convenient. It would have been nice to know what I looked like. But the aside from being made in the image of the people that they snatch, they've got a sense for the level of magic that we can do and that those on the other side can do. Whether or not they know what they are or whether or not they have any like orders or programming from the one that made them is sort of up to the one that made them. Effie's fetch might not know they're a fetch. They might not know they're anything, but based on your description of the reaction, I feel like they probably do.
Yeah, no, they definitely reacted to Effie.
So what you're saying, Kyushu, I just want to be really clear here, is that when I went there, that fuckhead
Made a copy to replace you, yes.
Took a fucking corpse and made a busted ass version of me?
Presumably.
Oh, that kind of going down.
You mentioned you found yours as well. Bracken?
So I broke into the computer. I mean, I didn't really break in, it's mine. Somebody else was apparently borrowing it for like a week. Anyway, yeah, no, they've been messaging Adrienne, my person, which means that I've probably got like a car and an apartment and all sorts of shit out there that might be useful for all of us. And this fucker's actually like, claim jumped me.
Do you think that they're perhaps not one of the ones that's aware? Did they have any kind of weird reactions or?
They might not even know I'm back. I was just, trying to figure out what my background was and happened to stumble across some communications that were taking place under my persona by I certainly haven't been Facebook messaging people the last little while.
Okay. Did you find out where you live?
No, I haven't gotten addresses yet, but I know at least one place he'll be.
Did you just go to Google and type home and see what it brought up?
No. Which one's Google again?
So
in fairness, was that something that Google did in 2014?
I mean, if you have your address, yeah, Google Maps existed in 2014.
Oh yeah,
and if you
I just didn't know whether it was that refined in 2014.
Yeah, no.
We will say yes.
If you had your home saved, like if you ever navigated to any place in your phone and saved it as home.
Don't have internet in here. The best I can do is place an outgoing call.
Oh, well, we'll have to go to a cafe or something. Okay, so we've got 2 fetches that are in place.
1.5.
And should
mine has only been around for like maybe 8 days at this point, I think. So
should be done.
So we need to murder?
Yes.
Which is fine.
That's real casual of the lot of you. All right.
It's not. It's taking out the garbage. It's not a person.
I mean, fair. It is literally made of whatever detritus they had on hand.
These things happen.
I've been murdering my way through anything that tried to eat me for the past God knows how many years. So yeah, I'm going to be pretty casual about it.
I accidentally murdered one of Miranda's maybe friends a little while ago.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we still need to.
And then I traded it to Granny. Remember?
Oh, the bird. Yeah.
Yeah.
We still need to talk later, Bracken.
Okay. Sorry.
We'll talk. Does anyone else know if they have a fetch?
I know that I don't.
Do I know? I have not looked I have not looked myself up since I got back, so I don't.
That'd be an intelligence occult.
In fairness, Johnny, you don't have a fetch.
No, I'd like my occult roll told me that I know that I don't.
Yes, yeah, okay. Mercutio knows.
Okay.
Because Mercutio was close with their keeper.
This is part of this was like a thing that was like, oh, no one's gonna miss you.
Yes, you certainly were.
It's a 0.
No, you have no idea.
I guess I could look myself up. I don't know.
Be that as it may, we've got at least 2 that will require getting some weapons and gear together probably to handle. So we might want to figure out where that falls on our priorities list at this point.
The person who kept me was very blatant about nobody was going to miss me, so they didn't need to make one to replace me.
Yep, that sounds like him.
So then it sounds like we should reach out to Radar and see if their friends have any supplies we could make use of.
I just need a shallow tub of water.
I'm fine on the weapons front, she says, sort of like just gesturing generally towards her form. I can make my own weapons, but the rest of you, I don't think, have that luxury.
Oh, I can rip somebody with these claws pretty good, but I'm more worried about being the rippee rather than the ripper a little bit as well.
Minor faker, but I can also rip.
I've got basic training in just about everything, but I'm not like what you would call an expert at the martial arts. So
I don't really fight. I heal.
I can hold
And
a bitch's
we
head
don't have any
underwater.
supplies for you to do
And
that with either, do we?
if she's a fake ass
I-
version of me, she is not as good at holding her breath for as long period of time as I am.
There is a regional hospital system up in Hancock. It's a big hospital complex that serves this like region of the UP. Just FYI, medical supplies wise.
Yeah.
Maybe I can go to the hospital at some point and get some supplies.
I can help you out with that
Just
if you
going
need
to
it.
walk in and say, hi, might I
Good
borrow
idea.
some of your supplies?
No, that's part of what I do.
You can
No,
steal it.
I don't do that. I don't socialize. I'll just take them.
So the reason why I brought up radar, others like us that have been operating in the area for a much longer time likely have contacts that might make these tasks easier
Yeah, I need to do some
than us
research on some of
trying
them.
to just brute force our way through a hospital to get their supplies or a gun store or anything else or into somebody's personal home to drown them in their tub.
They're not a
Well,
person, first of all. Second of all, I don't want us to be any more in debt to them than we already are.
We don't have to be in debt if we work with them.
A car ride cost us.
Yes, because we're strangers.
We should at least see if there's any less costly help to be had, probably.
We should at least introduce ourselves to the general community because, generally speaking, the people who know the supernatural will be able to at least identify what's going on in the city. We should at least make our presence known.
I don't know if that's going to help in my case.
We would also be able to learn a little bit more about the goings on in the city so that we have a better idea of what obstacles we might have to go around in order to drown your not person in their own tub.
Obstacles?
Yes. I haven't been in the area for very long, but I imagine police exist still.
You definitely ran into them. Storyteller's also going to remind you this the ghost thing, just in case that was forgotten.
We do have a mind to investigate. For
Also,
ghosts
we still
as
have to
part of
deal with
payment for what we've
ghosts.
already done.
Mm-hmm.
So, do we know anything at all about this ghost that we're supposed to investigate?
We know where it is.
It's up in the Quincy mine. Is apparently has ghost infestation and it's getting annoying.
Also, we're supposed to talk to Radar when we're ready to do that. So
yeah.
So
Radar wants you in touch because he'll get you up there to finish it. And it's not like dealing with things specifically. It's kind of like up to you on how much of an overachiever you want to be on that job.
I think the job is to investigate primarily.
Yeah, minimum is like get some intel on what's happening there.
So,
and I mean, that is literally 2 miles away as the crow flies right about now.
And it sounds like what we should do in order to facilitate the current desires of the two of you is get a hold of Radar, deal with the ghost thing, and then see what backup supplies, resources, and information we can acquire from Radar and his people.
That's actually not bad. I'm going to put a little bit of a spin on it. We investigate the mine. When we have some usable information, we contact Radar and say, hey, we're willing to take this the extra mile. You'll need to get us some gear in order for us to do that. And then we show we're willing to play ball. Basically what Quinaria said, just
that works a little even better, yes.
Slight tweak.
It's only 2 miles away.
Yeah, no, like literally, you just go up, what's it called, 41?
Is anyone too tired to go now?
Well, I mean, it's super fucking dark, and I don't know.
What are the ideal time for ghosts?
What better time to hunt ghosts than at night?
And I do
literally any time.
It's also underground where it's sort of always dark. It's another.
Literally any
it's late at night,
That's
so
like
there's nobody
saying,
there.
When is the best time to hunt a vampire? At night and not at day when they're weaker.
Well, the difference being ghosts typically don't show up when it's not time for them to be a haunting. I guess, I would think. I don't know.
I was
going to see if Bracken knows any general facts about ghosts in this setting.
I think it's been an emotionally draining night, and maybe we should rest before we do this.
When is our time limit up, by the way?
I
don't think we were given a time limit. It was like was it a month?
Yeah,
it was a month. So we still got about
and
two,
he had referred to like some kind of event at the end of the month, but like you all should get it done before then.
Gotcha.
Was his kind of layout of the situation.
So
I mean, we've got some flashlights. We've got some.
Is the mine occupied? Is it in use?
It's a tourist attraction right now.
Night would be when we want to go then, so we don't have to deal with tourists.
I mean,
let's.
Could we go tomorrow night?
Certainly. Unless Effie, you have a better idea.
No, let's investigate this and see how it goes, because my hope before tonight's events was that we could find something, do particularly well there, and get enough goodwill,
foot in the door kind of thing, yeah,
that it could overcome some issues. Those issues being that I'm assuming that most people are not exactly going to be disposed well to me amongst us.
Why is that?
Because
in a frozen wasteland.
Yes, I was incredibly until our keeper just decided that he was done and forgot about me. I was very, very happy there. Went willingly. Had
how much
no
they know
issues.
about that sort of depends on who they are and what relationships they had and how long they were there.
I assume some people are going to know about that.
Probably. But I'm also standing right next to you.
Uh-huh.
If anyone can vouch for you, it's me.
Or it could drag you further down. That's why I was hoping to make a very good impression with this ghost mission that would not that would help to at least chip away at that. And if we end up having that, using that to ask for an arsenal of weapons or whatever it is, that counteracts that. That's my concern.
Well, okay. But no, I'd say that's valid. On the other hand, no, I mean, like, so from what I hear Effie say, and maybe there's one or two more steps to the process, use this for more of an establishment of reputation, make sure that we're persona gratis or whatever it's called. And then once we've sort of got that footing, take one or two more efforts to establish even better standing. Use this more as a foundation rather than the actual jumping off point. Is that what you're saying, Effie?
Kind of.
Okay.
My own, again, it's yes, a little bit. I'm just worried that what we're going to do is base just fulfilling our debt. Anything extra is going to be that potentially, okay, maybe they're not that bad thing. And even then, I don't honestly know how much this is going to help because I'm just kind of desperately hoping, to be honest.
Even just fulfilling our debt will still put a positive spin on how people view us.
For sure.
We don't have a time limit on dealing with, unless Mercutio jumps in with a correction, being more knowledgeable on the subject, we don't have a time limit on dealing with the fetches.
Well, the longer they're around,
that
and they
motherfucker
know
needs to die.
The longer they're around, and the longer
now.
they know that you're there, the more dangerous they become. Because obviously, they know that their counterpart is here, and that means that something dangerous to them is there, and that means that that's something they should want to deal with.
We don't have in the next 6 days or we're dead hard time limit on the fetches.
No,
probably
the
not that.
The longer you take, the more dangerous it gets.
But we can afford to take time.
Okay. I'm going to preface this by saying I understand that I need and afford are terms that I might not be well disposed to hearing right now. And that from a purely ourselves or not standpoint, that is technically true. Fucking fake me can do untold amount of damage to other people during this time. And depending on how close they are to me, like in personality, from that time will.
And they're made to sort of seamlessly replace you, so they try and get as close to your personality as they can.
How long have you been gone?
That includes as near as we can tell, about 6 years.
How many people do you think they've harmed in that time?
I don't know, but I know that at the very least there's a new potential target.
It's a bit of a sunk cost fallacy. It's a bit of a sunk cost fallacy. Now that we're here, letting them do more is still of a problem.
It
is. Exactly.
It's my point is they need to be dealt with. We do not need to fly off at first opportunity, unprepared, with no information, no resources, and no backup. We can take our time and do it right.
I hear you.
When you're surviving in a hostile territory with unknown dangers around every corner, lying in wait tends to be the more effective strategy if you want to achieve your goal.
I hear you. I understand what you're saying. And yet,
we're not getting fucking anywhere standing here arguing in circles. How about we get this job done and figure out where the fuck we're going from there?
Probably the smartest approach. Yeah. Hit the ghosts, and then we can use that to build whichever steps we need to take next. But yeah.
So tomorrow night?
Sounds good. I want to spend tomorrow morning looking for a specific changeling that I saw.
Okay. This
right.
one only calls out. There's no incoming number, so don't try and ring me here. It ain't gonna work.
And there's not a limit to how many calls you can make from this phone?
As far as I can tell, yeah.
Okay.
Like, it's just, if you've got a number, you call it out. And
we should work on getting more phones. I've got the only one we've got other than that right now.
Oh, I'm gonna get me a phone. Mara, how long has it been since we left the club at this point?
Since you left the club, it took you about a little ways to get back to the hollow. It's probably been maybe an hour and a half.
All right.
Yeah.
Was it at least getting to the point where it was like possibly close to closing time?
Yes, there were 2 acts after you. So by this point it's probably closed.
I'm picking up the phone and I am calling Karen.
Okay, excellent.
She is just so pick it up, pull out the piece of paper. Is it a rotary dial or is
it's a rotary dial.
Excellent. Ooh, I need to find this thing. Does it have like a what number is
so
she possibly picking up on?
So the Hollow has a thing that allows the owner to make calls outside the hedge. A character may call any phone with a public listing without knowing the exact digits of the number, and attempts to trace the call or read phone records show the call as coming from the recipient's line. The Phantom phone booth has no number for incoming calls, although it occasionally receives calls meant for out-of-service numbers.
Excellent.
That's amazing.
So my interpretation is this is if you've got digits, you can make a call out.
Yeah.
If it's a public place, you can just pick it up and be like, I need to talk to whatever McDonald's down the road, and it'll just ring that through, even if you don't know the number. But yeah, no, and yeah,
any attempts at trying to trace the call just tells you it was your phone.
Right, right. The call is coming from inside the phone.
Yes. All right, we're gonna wrap up soon, but I think I want to do this first.
Excellent.
Hey, who? Wait.
Hey, sweetie, it's Effie. I just wanted to call, make sure you got home safe.
Hey. Yeah. Okay,
good.
The back of the dorm.
Okay, awesome. I've got to go. I've got some stuff to do. I just wanted to check in on you and make sure you're good.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm sure I will see you later. Have a good night.
Night.
Awesome. Hang up. Okay.
I don't know if she's been able to complete a sentence since she met you.
No, she hasn't, and it's delightful.
At the end of that, Miranda just looks at Effie. Did it have to be Karen?
I'm kind of sorry.
Is she a problem for you?
She's a lot.
She is a lot.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
A lot.
All of you are a fucking lot.
That's where we're gonna
Girl,
end.
you didn't have to compliment me like that.
Also, this is Mercutio's currently a guy.
Yes, no. To be clear, Effie calls almost everyone girl.
And Mercutio doesn't care either way.
Yeah.
They're as gender casual as
to
I
her,
am. But
it is the equivalent
face
of
they're using
dude.
right now is a guy.
Yeah. So yeah, wait. That's a good clarification point, though. When she says "girl," it's the equivalent of calling someone "dude."
Yeah,
right.
So yeah,
non-gendered girl.
Exactly.
Excellent.
So that's where we're ending it.
Yes.
All right. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.